Luxury gaming is come and gone, and we have the top 16 breakdown for you guys. Also, I just want a question mark. What's an Eldritch Praying Kids deck? Smash your living crap out, subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more excellent content. So we got your breakdown up here on screen. We have some deck list as well from everybody here. So, starting things off here, out of the top 16, 5 Praying Kids were in the highest representation. Oh, and also, by the way, guys, Ghost from the Past was legal, and it did like nothing. There was no change in the metagame, nothing. Lund was telling me, oh yeah, Lund did top, by the way. So there was a few Dragon Link players in the higher representation pool that were playing the Dragunity engine in Swiss, but they ended up just falling short of that top cut mark. So yeah, it's kind of sad. So Lund was the only Tri-Brigade player in top 16. So 5 Praying Kids decks, by the way. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's been this silent overturning of Praying Kids. We saw it during the extravaganza, where all of a sudden there's like 3 Praying Kids decks in Top Cut. There was like 1 Dragon Link in Top Cut. We fast forward here to the LCS. We have 5 Praying Kids decks now. We have 2 Dragon Link. And this is Dragon Link with new support too, by the way. So the 2 big decks in the room, Praying Kids definitely actually getting outshined right now. It's actually kind of interesting. They have the highest representation in the room, but their matchups against certain decks are just poop. I guess it's true about anybody. So, alright. So, 2 Dragon Link, sure. Only 2 Invoke Dogmatica, Shadal. Alright. We had 2 of those decks out of the giant pie chart you saw yesterday make it into Top Cut. Alright. We ended up having 2 Eldritch Praying Kids. We had 2 Eldritch. One was the Praying Kids variant, which I don't have the list for, by the way. I just want to point out that that's probably the weirdest deck in existence that I've seen so far. And then we had an Eldritch Zodiac list, which easy peasy to understand. We had 1 dinosaur player, which I have his list here. He actually beat London in Top Cut, which is kind of sad. He's playing actually a very small Shadal package in his build. We had 1 Altergeist, which got 2nd place, which was also kind of interesting. And then we had 1 Tri-Brigade, which was Lund. And then we had 1 Buster Blader, which is also kind of interesting. And then we had 1 Pure Zodiac. Now, in terms of like the overall representation in the pie chart here, the rogue category is very interesting. Like, Tri-Brigade finally getting a place is good. You can see that Eldritch is deciding to merge with the weirdest decks in the world, which is Praying Kids, evidently. Still don't know how that representation works. It's very interesting. And Dinosaurs packing in a Shadal package of like 5 to 6 cards in the main deck. So, interesting results. Ghost from the Past, everybody. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say, but let's pass it on over to the deck list portion of this show. Alright, the first list we have for you guys here is the winning Dragon Link list. Now remember, out of, 2 Dragon Link decks, Dragon Link found its way all the way to the finals. And as you see, we're not playing any of the cool, crazy new stuff. The rocket engine still as consistent as it's ever needed to be. Remus is a good card to search for, Ravine, but the modern build has just pretty much solidified its place in the metagame, so it doesn't surprise me. Outside of that, we've cut back on the Dragon Maid engine here, playing 1 Chamber, 2 Tidings. Like I said, this is more of your committed normal summon, as be. Sometimes it just extends out here. Also, this build's more for breaking boards, I see. We are packing in the Dark Ruler No Mores. I think in a format like this, where we're able to produce such heavy, large boss beat sticks, this is actually really good for breaking those essential boards. So actually, congratulations to first place here. It's good levels of innovation and things like this that I like to see in the metagame. Alright, next up we have Altergeist. I have no idea how Altergeist ran it all the way across the field, but 2nd place here managed to pull it off. Alright, still 1 Kunguri, still 2 Silguidos. The ratios never change on these. Alright, keep that in mind. Ash Blossom still is a triple of. I don't see anything. I guess you could argue if you wanted to play Pot of Prosperity, but there's no point. We have a 20 trap board in the deck here, which, I mean, you board in whatever you need for your rounded out matchups. This side deck is actually deadly. I actually really like this. This side deck actually will ruin games for you. Christos knew what he was doing. This is a pointer, and these anti-spells are very spicy. No wonder why he did so well. Alright, well, congratulations to second place as well. This is actually really interesting for Altergeist. Alright, next up, we also had the Buster Blader list. This was Nicolas Lada's list. Now, I'll be honest with you, we talked about Buster Blader in the Rogue category. If this deck gets the chance to play against its best matchup, which is obviously Dragons, you're going to blow your opponent out of the water. Alright? Also, you know, this plus Buster Dragon gets to kind of start messing with the opponent's graveyard, and you just overall have a very good matchup. Also, you know, it's not like you don't have access to the Dogmatica engine as well. I would say that this is more or less an anti-meta concept for what it wants to do. It's very favorable when one of the best decks in the format running around is literally your favorite Dragon Link. So, not too bad. I do like this. There's a reason why this card has gone up in price over time recently, alright? Next up, we have Lundraity Velens Tri-Brigade list. And this is a little bit different than what I was really expecting here. Lund actually pulling it in with frickin' needle ceilings of all things. Shout out to the somewhat originality for pulling this one out of the format. He did take more of a trap approach to this. Traps have been spiraling into the format now for quite a little while, so it is good to see that we are getting the chance to see more of this. Also, you know, things like Dynamiscus, fueling more of your discard outlets, no problem. I think the only reason why Lund ended up losing Game 3 to the Dinosaur player was he ended up bricking, so there's nothing that you can really do about that in the grand scheme of things, but I really do like what Lund was going for here with the deck. Triple Shirag, by the way. Alright, I see you. And nothing. Also, he's playing the one in Intis for Dogmatica still. Alright, congratulations to Lund. Alright, next up, this is the Dinosaur deck that ended up beating Lund. This was Arjun list. As you see, we have the Dark World of No Mores for going second. We're packing in a 2-card Shadal engine here, which is Ariel and Dragon. And then, you know, you have your 3 copies of Shadal Fusion. So your targets here are literally just... see, we have Grista here. Alright, that's interesting. And then, of course, we have App Cologne here for everybody's favorite interactions with this. So, definitely interesting. Keep in mind that this is a fire monster, so you can send it off for Grista. That's actually really cool. Alright, so the Shadal package actually has a purpose in this deck. That is so cute. Wow, I can mill Miscellaneous Ceratosaurus with this. Huh, hey dinosaur players, you got a new level of innovation here. Alright, we'll take that. It's actually really cool. Next up, we have Praying Kids. This was Sebastian Zimmerman's list. This poor guy, I believe he was the one that went 8-0 in Swiss, and it ended up bombing on the last top 16. Like, imagine going 8-0, and then you just lose in the first round of Swiss, or the first round of Top Cut. There's nothing new about it. TC Boost, definitely. So this is like the win con for this deck now. Skill Drain in the side deck, understandable. Drolls being one of the hand traps of choice. And look, hey, it's the 1 instant fusion. Huh. Maybe someday we'll get the new one so we can abuse it. Nah, this deck can't use it at all. Aside of this, I feel like this list is pretty straightforward for what we would want. Next up, we have Florian Fajardo's list, and this is actual pure Zodiac, by the way. So instead of using the old Lich engine to kind of spin the game out in our favor, the big thing that we're going to do here is we're going to slow down our opponent through Macrocosmos, Ice Dragon Prisons, while we're just making big Zeus machines and mildly inconveniencing the opponent. There's nothing too crazy I want to say about this, but it is kind of nice to see a actual pure Zodiac deck functioning in today's metagame, alright? Good job on this one. Next up is Oliver Newton's top list here. As you guys see here, we are playing a smaller Eldritch package here. The biggest comment I read from Akano for this when we were talking about this deck is so simple. It's such a standard cookie cutter build, and that's not a bad thing. All right, so small Eldritch Engine check, and then big Zodiac Engine go burr. Your biggest advantage between this and pure, you guys just saw, is the amount of Zeus's you're really dedicating to the deck. And then last but not least here, this is Callum's top 8 list. Mystic Mine Central. Alright? Ooh. Nothing says going second Praying Kids than Dark Roller No Mores, the Mystic Mines. If we have to go first, we can TC Boo our opponent out of the game. And we have the Lancias. Outside of that, ooh, and we're playing Arch Nemesis Escantos in our side deck. Ooh, I like this. Ooh, spicy. Now, I do not know what the Praying Kids Eldritch list is. I assume we'll see it later on in the day. But this is what I have for the top cut so far from the Luxury Gaming Tournament. So what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Smash your love, crap out, subscribe button so you guys don't miss out. More excellent content, baby. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day for some more cool, awesome content. Peace out, guys. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.